I don't know. Maybe their sushi's always half off. That'd be kind of weird, though. Why would they do that? Seems like a weird business strategy.
Then it's not always half off. It's regularly priced.
Yeah, right.
You're just like you're marking it down for no real reason, honestly.
Other than to have it be like marked down, it's not the worst strategy.
It was like, yeah, I mean, we're doing this because we like you, and but we like everyone, which is somehow the least and most Jersey thing I can think of. Anyway, the Ike versus Bowser, game number 1. Taco exerting the stage control as you want to do with Ike. This game is going to be won and lost on the stage. The eruption comes out just a little late. Scott64 gets to the ledge. Scott64, I mean, yeah, you really do want to be dominating the stage as Bowser, and you don't see him doing that. He is able to get back to the stage, but if you're Bowser, you gotta control the castle, and right now I don't see him doing it, and that is why Taka just took that first stock.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ike's got a big sword, man. If anyone's able to police the stage, it's him. But I mean, honestly, Scott's not that far off. Thing is like Taco has been basically controlling the entire pace of the game so far, and I think he's kind of just catching Scott running in, like plain and simple.
Yeah, the reaction time for Scott64 right now simply is not there, especially when you have to be charging into such a gigantic sword. All the swords in Fire Emblem have names. I don't know Ike's, but either way, it's going to be the dash attack that gets Scott64 off the stage. And again, I mean, he's doing a decent enough job with his defensive aerials, but not a good enough job dictating the pace of the game, as you mentioned prior, which is why Taco has him down to his last stock.
Yep, there we go. So Fair's going to be able to kind of clean it up a little bit, but there's a little bit of a mountain already formed in front of Scott's success in game 1, but not, never impossible. It's literally how they play the game, although at this point, yeah, off stage, I see.
I have been informed that the sword is called Ragno.
Okay, yeah, I forgot that too. That's something I should know. I just forgot.
I will proceed to not utilize this information at all for the rest of this set. Now Taco gets back to the stage. A B, beautifully done. And he's again the spacing is good from Taco. Scott64 though, he's given him every single opportunity to look good, because Taco, all he really has to do is swing, and he has a pretty decent shot of Scott64 being within range, because he is holding forward quite a bit, and indeed, with 2 stocks to spare, Taco will take game 1. And, I mean, Scott64, I gotta say, man, it's not even that his tech was off necessarily, it's more just that if you're playing a heavy in any fighting game, hi, I'm a Hugo in Third Strike, nice to meet you, you have to be patient somewhat. And I didn't really see enough from Scott64 to have warranted him the victory. It didn't really seem like Taco was able to just bat everything that Scott64 was throwing out of him. And that's because if you're playing Bowser, you cannot be you have to be judicious with your approaches, and I just did not see that enough from Scott64.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. I think he was a little overzealous just to kind of get in there, get in the mix. But as you mentioned, that's not, you can't really do it as a heavy. And that's the thing is, like, if you are kind of a heavy and a heavy hitter at that, which Ike is, you're like licking your chaps for that. If someone's running at you, all you got to do is hit one button, you're safe. Maybe combination of 2, So he was doing all that, and it was kind of working out. He was basically just batting away all Scott's approaches. But it does look like we'll probably get a stage swap, if anything. I don't know if Scott has any other characters or not, but might be rethinking that. In either case, Taco's ready.
Well, you never know, because if a shift in character could also mean a shift in tact. Like, no one's going to play Bowser the same way that they play, say, a Palutena or something like that. Indeed, the snake will come out. A little bit of tactical espionage smash going on here. I did not see the stage selection.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to.
Yeah,
because the way the lobbies work are just,
I know. We know. But but it's going to be town and city, and this does make sense. You have a lot of space with which to work, and Snake can use that. You know what? You have range with your sword. I have range with pretty much everything on my utility belt. So nothing wrong with that for Scott64. Fair play to him, and looking to drop that C4. I actually don't have sound on this stream.
Oh, do you not?
No.
Alright, let me see what I could do for you. I should. Might have to do, or maybe turn up my mic a little bit for yourself. It might just be coming in really low. Probably.
Fair enough. Yeah, because I don't think you can get audio through the Discord stream, but either way, oh my gosh, Taco. Now, less of a hill to climb for Scott64, admittedly. Lost the stock with 68% last time, if I'm not, if memory serves me correctly. But, this is doable for Scott64 if he can stay in advantage. No, he throws away the Cypher. Scott64, no. Absolute tragedy coming out. And Taco, all he really needs to do, I don't want to say that he just has to park the bus, but he kind of doesn't need to do a whole lot here. Scott64 may have to lean on the projectile game, and you're just not seeing him do that nearly enough, I don't think.
Yeah,
you might just have to wear Taco down mentally. And he just never had the chance. He never got the chance to do it. Could not get a foothold.
Yeah, and then that game, very similar to the first game, and I think is similar difficulties that Scott had in that second game, where basically you're right, he didn't lean on the item game. If you're Snake, just be patient. Set up your traps, do your thing, and not really too dissimilar from Bowser, but definitely something to take from the games. A lot of times, being successful in a game is doing less, and then capitalizing on more. But that is going to be our first